Good morning, dear student. Let us start the class. Today we are going to start the workbook of the chapter Fractions 1. Okay. So the topics for today's class is equivalent fraction. As we already know, what is equivalent fraction? Equivalent fractions are those parts which represents the whole. Okay. So every figure has got equivalent fraction. That means the part of the figure contributes towards the whole. That means the whole complete object. Okay. So let us start the workbook where we will be getting different questions related to the topic. So let us start the class. Now children, we have to represent 2 by 4 and 4 by 8 as equivalent fraction in figures. Now you can take any geometrical figure or any flat figure. Either it can be square, a rectangle or a circle. Okay, I am taking a rectangle here. Okay, so I am taking two rectangles because there are two fractions and I have to represent both the fraction in the rectangular figure. Okay, now look at the first fraction. The first fraction is 2 by 4. Now you know the total number of equal parts is represented by the denominator. So I will divide this object into 4 equal parts. Okay, 4 equal parts. Now how many parts are there? The numerator 2. So 2 can be anything. It can be shaded, unshaded, dotted, colored. Okay, it can be anything. Since it is not asked here what is it, that means I will shade or I will take 2 figure out of the 2. Now to differentiate these 2 from the other 2, I will just use these black lines to represent that these 2 figure I have taken out of 4. Out of 4. Now the next figure is also the same shape, that is a rectangle, and it represents 4 by 8. That means I will divide this object into how many equal parts? 8 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now out of total 8, what is the numerator? 4. So 4 can also be anything. So I will take here 4. 4 equal parts. 4 parts out of 8 equal parts. Okay. Now you can look at the picture. Though the first figure I have divided into 8 or 4 and the second figure I have divided into 8 equal parts, but both the figure have got the shaded part have got the same part. See, 2 by 4 also represents the same amount as compared to 4 by 8. Okay, so in this way we can find the equivalent fraction of any number and we can express in figures. So children, these are the questions that is given in the workbook of the first chapter for the PT2, that is fraction 1. Okay, so let us start the question. When a whole is divided into 2 equal parts, each of them is called a. Now suppose I have a figure and I divide the figure into 2 equal parts. What is this one part called as? This part is called as half. Okay, half, and 2 halves make one complete figure. When a whole is divided into 5 equal parts, each of them is called 1/5. What it is called? 1/5. Why? Because it is divided into 5 equal parts. Dash makes a whole. Now we know for any figure 1 is represented as whole, the complete figure. Now to express in fraction, the numerator and the denominator should be same. Okay, now out of the 4 options given here, we can see only option D, 3 by 3, which has got the same value and which represents whole. The next question is, the figure whose shaded parts represent the fraction 1 by 4 is dash. Now we have to find 1 by 4 and what is that shaded part. Now 1 by 4 is, this is 1 and another one is this. Okay, 4 equal parts. Others is 3 and this is 8. But we have to find shaded and 1 by 4. Now shaded is only this figure. Okay, so option number C. The fraction equivalent to 3 by 6 is, now we have to find fraction that is equivalent to 3 by 6. Let us find one by one. Let us multiply with 2, both with the denominator as well as the numerator. So when we multiply with 2, 3 into 2, 6, 6 into 2, 12. Okay, let us start again do with 3, 3 into 3, 6 into 3. So what do we get? 3 into 3, 9, 6 3 is 18. So what is the answer? The answer is D. Okay, let us go to the next question. Question number 6, the fraction represented by the unshaded part. Okay, it is unshaded parts. So how many parts are unshaded? 2 parts out of total 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer should be 2 by 4. That is option number B. Equivalent fractions denote the same part of a whole. So equivalent fractions denote the same part of a whole. The fraction represented by the shaded part is. Now how many shaded part is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the total number of equal parts. Okay. Similarly, this answer is 2 by 4. Write the fraction represented by the shaded part of the given figure. So you have to find this by yourself. Which of the two fractions, 3 by 12 or by 4 by 12, is the equivalent fraction of 1 by 3? So let us multiply 1 by 3 starting from 2. Okay, we'll start with 2. What we'll get? 2 by 6. Let us start with the next one. Since 2 by 6 is not there, with 3 let us start into 4. So what we got? 3 by 12. Now only 3 by 12 is here. So this is the correct answer. 3 by 12. Oh sorry, this should not be 3. This should be 4. The answer will be 4 by 12. My mistake. It is 4 by 12. Draw and shade parts of a circle to show the fraction 4 by 6. So divide the circle into 6 equal parts and then shade 4 out of 6. Draw and shade the rectangles to show the equivalent fraction 3 by 8 and 6 by 18. Now how can you do that? You look at the figure here. I have divided into, this is 8 equal parts because 8 is here, and the next figure is 16 equal parts because there are 16 total number of parts. Now shade 3 out of it and shade 6 out of it. Okay, similarly you have to do this. The next question is, represent the shaded and the unshaded parts of the given figure as fraction. Which of these are equivalent fraction? Now we have to find the shaded and unshaded parts of each figure. Now what is the shaded part here? 3. Total number of parts 4. Unshaded 1 by 4. Similarly for B, where we got 4 is shaded parts out of 8. Okay, and unshaded also 4 by 8. In this way I have got the options here. Now we have to find which are equivalent. So I got A, C, D and E are equivalent. A, C, D and E are equivalent. Okay, let us go to the next one. Similarly, question number 16, shade the reasons to show the equivalent fractions 4 by 6 and 2 by 3. I have divided the rectangle bar in this way. 6 is there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The second is 2 by 3, so 1, 2 and 3. Now I have to shade how many? 4, because in the question shade is there. So I'll shade 1, 2, 3, 4. The next is 2 by 3, so 1, 2. Okay, so see, almost in the same line. That means these two are equivalent. Similarly, you have to find out for the figure this, this and this. Okay. The next question is, Ritu completed 3 by 4 and Rashi completed 9 by 12 of the same homework. Who has completed more homework? So in questions like that for equivalent fractions, we can take geometrical figures like that and we can divide it into equal parts. Now the first is 3 by 4. So 3 by 4, 4 equal parts, 3 I have shaded. Similarly 9 by 12, so I have divided into 9, 12 and I have shaded 9 parts. Now we can see it falls almost in the same line. Okay, though the divisions of those both the figures are different, but the fractions are equivalent. Now we have to find who has completed more work. Since their fractions are equivalent, that means both Ritu and Rashi completed same amount of work. Alright, in this way you can do question number 18 also. Alright, Tina ate 2 by 3 and Amit ate 1 by 4 of an apple. Who ate less? So you can take rectangular bars, compare them, and you can find out who ate more apple. Question number 19. Rohit covers 7 by 9 of the distance from place A to B and Arun covers 4 by 6 of the same distance. Who has covered more distance? I have taken rectangular figures like that. Now when I have divided 7 by 9, remember children, when you are taking the figure should be of same size, though the divisions will be different according to the denominators, isn't it? So here out of 9, 7, and here out of 6, 4. Now what I can see that Rohit has covered more distance. See, it is not lying in the same line. See, so Rohit has covered more distance than Arun. Okay, similar the next question. John raced for 2 by 3 of an hour and Charlie raced for 4 by 6 of the same time. Did both race for an equal amount of time? You can find in using figures like that. Now the next question is, for any two fractions equivalent to 5 by 15, find any two fractions equivalent to 5 by 15. So what you can do, 5 by 15 you first multiply with 2. We have to find equivalent fractions, isn't it? So 5 2s are 10, 15 2s are 30. Similarly multiply with 3. Okay, 15 into 3. So how much you got? 5 3s are 15. Okay, so 45. So these two are equivalent fraction of 5 by 15. Draw 4 similar rectangles, divide them into 2, 3, 6 and 9 equal parts. Then color 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 2 by 6 and 3 by 9 parts of the rectangles respectively. Compare the color parts and write the fractions using the greater, smaller and equal sign. So what you have to do, you have to take 4 rectangles, divide them into 2, 3, 6 equal parts. Then you color the numerators 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 2 by 6 and 3 by 9. Then we have to compare which is bigger and which is smaller. So children, you can do this question of your own. So children, we have discussed all the equivalent fractions today, and the questions I have not done is your homework. You have to do by yourself. You can practice and you can send. After a few days, I'll be uploading the correct answer in the Google Classroom. So children, here I have taken 2 questions. Okay, the first question is, Tony has 2 cardboard pieces of the following shape. Okay, the first is a circle and the second is a rectangle. How can you shade each shape to show the fraction 2 by 6? Now what you have to do, you have to show 2 by 6 fraction in both of the figures. So you divide the figures into 6 equal parts and you shade 2. Okay, and you can check after that. That is how we can represent fraction in different kinds of figures. Okay, the next question is, Sunita grew 2 by 8 inches in January and 1 by 4 of an inch in February. Did her height increase equally in 2 months? Okay, so Sunita grew how many inches in January? 2 by 8 and 1 by 4 in February. Now you have to compare, does her height increased equally in both the 2 months? Okay children, so you try to find out the answer. After a few days I'll be uploading the correct answer in the Google Classroom. And the new words that you have learned today are wholes, halves and parts, okay, which are very important for equivalent fraction. And the homework of the workbook you do in your workbook using a pencil, and you send the correct answer in the Google Classroom. With this I conclude my video. Thank you and have a nice day.